Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It's a Monday morning news update and Ask Me Anything. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas, Nevada. Not joined today by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falah. She is not going to be with us, except, you know what? I think we're going to give Jen a little call here in a minute and see what she might have to say about everything. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a quick news update. I'm going to give you what I have and then pop in and ask me any questions. We'll take it for about 30 minutes. Then I got to head out to Costco and do some shopping preparation. The Alien event starts this week on Thursday. Got to make sure the house is stocked for when I'm gone so people can take care of pets and animals and other things. Meanwhile, while we wait for the audience to get here, let's pop on over and do our usual stuff. Keep everything updated with everyone. Absolutely. I want to share that the Alien event is coming. It's this weekend, September 12th, 13th, and 14th in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Alexis Park Resort. I will be there along with my co-host, Jen. And she's going to be there on Saturday. Hopefully some of you guys are coming. I know several of you are. You can still get discount 2-for-1 tickets to the event by going to the website. Link is in the description. Go to Eventbrite, hit the red green tickets, the red get tickets button there. Use the discount code 50 at checkout. It's the Alien event and Biomed Expo. Jen's going to be doing readings there. She's talking about doing them for free. I'm like, charge $20. Give a reading for $20. I don't know how things are going to go. So we'll see how that works when she gets there. We're going to have a great time. I have a busy week coming up. I go to the dentist Wednesday, which, as you guys know, is always traumatic and miserable for me. And then Thursday, Maria Sarah will be arriving. Get her all situated on Thursday. We might go out for karaoke Thursday night, depending on how jet lag she is, so you guys might come out and see us out and about around the town. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Alien event, so come on out for that. Also, please do not forget that you can check out any shows we do. Here's the show right here. If I click on it, does anything happen? Yeah, Monday morning news and AMA is right there, but all the shows are archived on MikeBara.blogspot.com. The shows I do with Jen, along with the Toxically Masculine Tuesday videos I've done about UFO sightings, famous cases, analysis of the UFO of the USS Omaha video. I've got to get that updated. Lectures I've given, Ancient Aliens and JFK, that's going to become very relevant, and interviews I've done with members of the UFO community and other stuff like that. So MikeBara.blogspot.com also has a page with all of my upcoming appearances. I've got the Biomed Alien Event Expo this weekend. Nashville Alien Fest is going to be on Saturday, September the 27th. I'm going to miss the Seahawks game in Arizona. Then on Thursday night, the 25th, bummer the way they played yesterday. I don't want to watch them anyway. Then the New York Awakening Summit, October 4th, 2025, and the Super Soldier Activation Conference on October 8th through the 12th, 2025 at the Avanti Palms Resort in Orlando, Florida. That's going to be fun. It's going to include a trip for me anyway to Disney World down there. If you've never been to Disney World, it's pretty cool stuff. And then after that, I got another announcement to make. But anyway, all that stuff we'll do is these links on the episodes will drive you to the Rumble channel. The Rumble channel is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We've got about 6,880, 6,900 followers over there. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. There's two ways you can support the show on the channel. On Rumble, you can subscribe for a mere $5 a month. That gives you one of these little red castles and puts your questions to the top of the pile when it comes to question and answer time, whether it's with me or whether it's with Jen. Also, you can hit this button here, the little green button, the Rumble Rant button in the lower left-hand corner. Hit that one, and you can give us a contribution for any amount you'd like. It's really important. It really helps it. It really keeps the show going and makes it worth doing for Jen and I. Why is that video not playing? That's what I want to know. There it is. All right, now it's playing. Rumble, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at the CBDGurus.com. Thank you, Matt and Lucas, for your wonderful support. They're great guys, all kinds of great CBD products. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B. Wholesale, type in the discount code. It's ALIEN, all lowercase, no capital A, no S on the end. It's alien, not aliens. Just type in ALIEN, hit the enter button. You'll pick up this week's specials. Matt is giving away currency, as he usually does, for various different products and spending tiers. The more you spend, the more you get. Wow, he's giving away 3,000 dinar and 10 million bolivar if you spend $100. That's a pretty good deal, especially considering how much they're worth. What do we got on sale this week? The 3-for-2 sleep gummies. Those are really good stuff. The THC sleep gummies, the regular gummies just for natural immune system support. The Miracle Gold Oil, the Super Immunity Formula, the Lotion 2000, which is wonderful stuff for your skin. That's how I look so young and fresh. The X-Freeze Pain Roll-On, which is good stuff. I have a bad back. It's been bugging me now for 2 days. Because guess what? I spent some time with the Mushroom Ladies on Saturday. It was absolutely wonderful, which brings us to our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, and you can get all kinds of very wonderful vegan, holistic, mushroom-based supplements, health supplements for your dogs, your cats, your horses, your donkeys, and for yourself, for human beings. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Couple of new products. This was the pup rally I went to. I just was sitting in a basic kind of cafeteria chair, and I just sat for 5 or 6 hours. This long presentation. Diana Musgrave got a special award for being such a wonderful supporter of the Pet Club company, Pet Club 24/7. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And I just the next day, my back was just stiff and sore. It was really cool. Maybe you saw some pictures on my Instagram. But anyway, it's really, really cool stuff. They got a couple new products they introduced. The Body Balm Plus, which is great for your skin and your circulation, all mushroom based. And yeah, Kristen, I'm going to try it for my circulation. Then I've got Barkley on the Mush Puppies and the Mojos. I've got him on the special sauce for dogs, the special sauce for cats, Miss Fluffy Muffy. The Sequoia Premium Cat Food is wonderful. All of my kitties love it. They eat it. I mix the special sauce in with that. They get their mushrooms on a daily basis. They're all doing better. There's the Mojos. Chill Doggies. Last night, Dave and I went out for dinner with Jim and Regina Mitchell, two of our friends. Gave Barkley a chill doggy. He was pretty mild the entire rest of the night. The Mush Ponies for the horses. Also can give them to large dogs, large breed dogs. And then the Enforce line of products for human consumption. The Coriolis Versicolor, the Enforce Plus, immune system boosters, Enforce Clarity for brain function, Enforce Restore for organs, blood sugar, blood pressure, Enforce Shield for, again, immunity system, Enforce Gummies for the kids. These are wonderful. They're absolutely harmless. You can't overdose. There's no drug interactions. They're natural. They're mushrooms. They're just regular food. They got coffee. They got chocolates. They got starter packs. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Links in the description for all of this stuff. Diana can answer and help you with absolutely any questions you may or may not have about your health or your pet's health. Wonderful people, wonderful products. CBD Gurus, MikeBaraPets.com. And also, please don't forget to hit the folks over at LifeWave. The LifeWave.com patches. I've been taking these for 5 or 6 months. I use the X39 basic patch. I use the SP6 hormone and appetite balancing patch. I've lost 12 pounds. My blood work is great. My migraines have gone away. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And I've got 6 or 7 other testimonials from amazing people that have just had so much success using these simple little patches. What they are is they're crystals woven in to a simple patch that you attach to your skin for 12 hours a day. And basically what it does, and I'm out of the X39s, basically all it does is it reflects, it's a science of phototherapy. This is a military technology. It just reflects your own body's infrared energy back into your body at different frequencies and stimulates the growth of stem cells. The SP6 is going to stimulate the growth of stem cells that control your hormones and appetite. As I said, balances your body. The X39 and X49 for vitality and overall health. The Eon for various different kinds of ailments. The LifeWave for pain. I had the toothache last week. I'm not lying. I put 2 of the patches on. You have to put 2 on. And it just absolutely took the pain away in 5 minutes. I mean, I couldn't sleep. It was so bad. The energy enhancer, the silent nights for sleeping, all kinds of great stuff. Michael Jaco has become a buddy around this stuff. He is really a cool guy. And these are amazing. So again, link in the description. Thanks for all that. So get on over there. Look, using a combination of all 3 of these, you should really, really, really feel great. Okay, so much for that. I want to make one other announcement, which is that I have decided after 5 years, it's time for me to write another book. I'm going to try to get together cover artwork for it. The title of the book is The 3 Coups, C-O-U-P-S, The 3 Coups. And it's going to discuss the 3 presidents who were taken out of office by MJ-12 because of their involvement with the alien presence on Earth, the risk that they presented to putting that information out. We're going to be covering John F. Kennedy. His assassination was all based on aliens. If you've read my book or seen my lectures, Ancient Aliens and JFK, you know about that. Richard Nixon, there's a fascinating story or 2 about Richard Nixon and his involvement with UFOs and his battles against the dark satanic deep state. That is going to be a fascinating chapter. And then the third part of the book is going to be the 2020 judicial / paper voting fraud against President Trump. All of these are connected to aliens. President Trump was doing things, and we'll talk about those when I get to the book, that threatened the establishment, the hierarchy of MJ-12 and the alien subject. And we're going to go through all that. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to be my first book writing with help from AI technology research, so it ought to be really good stuff. As soon as my travel schedule gets done in October, I'm going to start working on this. I hope to have it ready in the spring. And I don't know what publisher I'm going to go with. Whoever pays me the most is going to get it. So look forward to that. All right. That is not what you came here for, any of that stuff. You guys came here for news, and then we're going to do questions. And again, if you want a question answered quickly, go to the super chat, go to the Rumble rant, send something, and you'll get to the top of the list. So what it comes down to now is, what can I tell you? Okay, here's what I can tell you. What I can tell you is that it was supposed to have happened already. It was supposed to have happened very recently. It was supposed to have happened last weekend. It did not. It does not mean it's been put off. It is still ripe to happen. Everything is done. On the financial side, I believe everything is done. There's literally nothing more to be accomplished. What we're waiting for now appears to be political. It appears to be political announcements. That's what we're waiting for. That's all we are waiting for. Time frames, I've had people tell me Monday. I've had people tell me Tuesday. I've had people tell me Wednesday. I've had people tell me Thursday. Susan, who I've been, talking to, feels really good about these other days coming up. All I can tell you is that by the time of the alien event on Saturday, when Jen is there, I expect all of us to be smiling really, really big. That's all I can tell you. I'm hearing it from bond side. I'm hearing it from the currency side. I'm hearing it from the banking side. And again, I don't have the best sources in the world. I don't have really very good sources compared to somebody like Mark. But everybody's telling me that we're ready to go. So that's where we're at, and we are ready to go. If I could share more details, I would. Okay, so before we get over there to questions, I say, let's give Jen a call. See if she has any. Let's surprise her and see if she has any Gentel. Let's put her on right here. She's going to hate me so much for doing this.
Hello?
Hi, Jen. This is Mike. Are you driving on the road?
Hello, Michael. I'm driving
Well, well, Jen, I'm live on the air here on the Real News Live with Mike and Jen channel, and I was wondering if you had any Gentel for
No, I don't, Michael. I am driving and I'm on vacation, and this is how we talk to each other, everyone. When he bugs me.
Really, the phone is the anger is coming through so intently, Jen, that the phone is literally shaking. It's shaking in my hand when you say, "No, I don't have any Gentel."
I'm trying to have a vacation.
Okay.
I'm driving through Montana. It's absolutely peaceful and beautiful.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. Montana is very flat, but it's very beautiful. And Jen's on her way. You'll be here what, Thursday, Jen? Is that when you're coming in? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? You'll be here Wednesday.
I'm not going to tell people on the air when I'm going to be where. I'll tell you in person now.
Saturday. She'll be here Saturday at the Alien event. All right.
I'll be at the Alien event on Saturday. I will be in Vegas before that, yes.
All right. All right. Yes. Well, everybody else is feeling really good about this week, so we're just going to leave it at that, okay?
Well, good. Good.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right.
Hello, everyone. I love you all. Mama's on vacation. All right.
All right. I thought we would call in live on the air and have you talk to everybody and say hello. Oh,
all right. Say hi, Katie. Katie says hi.
Hi, Katie. Thank you for being there. And don't forget, don't forget to like, subscribe, Rumble Rant, and Super Chat.
Yes, let's do that. And everybody come to Vegas and see me.
All right. We'll see you on Saturday, if not before that. Jen, have a great one.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, she may love you all, but she doesn't love me for doing that to her. So there we go. All right. News update and questions. Let's go see if we have any questions that we want to answer and get into the comments here. Let's go on through. Don says, I've been hearing some good news. I hope you and her friends, Jen, will have some more good news. We do. I gave it to you. It's very vague, but that's the way it has to be because we're really close to the end. Jen will not be here today. She's on a road trip, as we just established. Has Jen left for vacation? Well, you just found out, Mickey, that Jen has left for vacation. She's driving right now. Okay, some German words. We need good news. Seen the GCR this morning. Said Iraq posted. I do not believe that's correct that Iraq has posted a new rate. Not believe that's correct. Lisa Western, oh my God, weren't we just here? Anybody else feel like the days are just rapidly slipping away? I feel like this merry-go-round just keeps spinning faster and faster. The good thing about that is that, Lisa, is that eventually you get to the end. Get to the point where it can't spin any faster, and then it pops. So that's where we're at. Okay, let's see who else we have in here. Great day to be alive, says Christine Packer. It sure is. We will go this month, says Elise. Yes, you are correct. Wolvie had some great news Saturday, also very vague. Wolvie is under an NDA. I am not, but perhaps I should be. Mike. Hello. There you go. Decent. Melissa Morton. Hi, Missy. See you Saturday. She's going to be at the Alien event too. Missy Morton. Yeah, is going to be there. So come on over and check her out and check everybody else out. And Missy, if I recall, Jen says you're going to meet your soulmate, your next man in September. So what a good time to come meet everybody. I should check my numerology for this weekend and see how hot I am romantically. I bet I'm pretty damned hot. Moira's here. Hi, Moira. Gina's here. Can we please light this candle? We're trying. A lot of people are trying. Patricia, hi, Mike. Greetings from Connecticut. I hope you have a great time at the Alien Convention this coming weekend. Me too. Should be fun. What are we waiting on today? If I knew, I'd tell you. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows. Kathy says hello to Jen. Okay. Yeah, finally some nice weather. Yeah, it's these next 2 days should be the last of the 100-degree days here in Vegas for this year. And it goes into the mid-90s. And then by the weekend, it's the high 80s. Oh, man. Can't believe how nice that feels in Vegas. Susie Q, got your name, got you on the list. I will see you on Saturday, I think, right? Was the published Iraqi dinar rate published in the Gazette? No, it was not. I believe Wolvie sent me a message at 3 a.m. said that YouTube video is bullshit. They didn't publish the rate. So I assume that's what he's talking about. Apparently there was a YouTube video. That's not true. That's not true. At least not directly. What we're waiting for is a free and clear, in the clear, wide open. This is our new rate announcement from them. So there was not a rate in it. Okay. Yeah, Bearded Patriot did not pass away, as I understand. He's still with us. He's sick, but he's still with us. A. Peden, has anyone noticed the price of the Kuwaiti dinar on Banknote World? Seriously, $750 for $1 million, I think you mean. $750. Interesting stuff. Baja Girls here. Libby on the label. Haven't heard anything about from TNT Tony posting. Tony has a lot of not correct information. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for being here. Anyone watching the exchange rate through other countries like Kuwait or Saudi Arabia? That's interesting. That's probably a smart thing to do. So a lot of you guys, this is before I even came on the air. Question for Jen, Elaine. She's not here. Can't answer it. I should have asked her questions over the phone. Made her do readings while she was driving. But we don't want to distract her while she's driving. Lots of questions for Jen on healing. Dr. Sarah Brodsky. Hi, how are you? Good morning, Sarah. Wish I had more information to relate to you. By the way, my podcast schedule is this show. Then I'm going to be on the forecast with Mel Carmine at 5 Eastern, 4 Eastern, 1, 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't remember. And then I'll do Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie tonight for the news segment. Don't know what I'm going to talk about there. Got to figure that out. And then tomorrow I have the football show at 2 p.m. and at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Toxically Masculine Tuesday. And then I'm done for the week because I have to focus on the Alien event. Good morning, Ron. How are you? Have a blast with the Alien event. Wish you could make it too, Jilly. A lot of questions for Jen, who's not here. Do you still plan on enjoying the event as newly wealthy? Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know how I'm going to take care of all that, but believe me, nothing is going to stop me from going to my appointment the first second I can. So if I'm at the Alien event and everything goes down on Friday, you're just not going to see me till I get back. And I'm not going to be saying it. Yeah, I called her. Had dinner with Jim and Regina last night. Regina, how you doing? Hope you're feeling good. Yeah, Marina is Sarah, and I'm picking her up Thursday. So, is Chelsea Clinton a Satan worshiper? Aren't they all? They all? Pretty much. Did you get the rate information out of Iraq today? And if so, what is the new rate? I know I have a pretty good idea what the rate is, and I can't share it. And no, we can't go to the bank yet. I'm a Rumble subscriber. Do you see me buy? Robin can't help you with those questions. Jen's not here today. Yep. All I have to do is move those 3 zeros to the left, and you're in the money. Your thoughts on a recent video about how Elon privately made contact with a muumuu when it first came a couple years ago. What do you think of the reported fleet coming in with it? I've been in the UFO business a long time. And every other year you hear some shit like this. Oh, this comet or this asteroid or this event is going to herald the invasion of the planet Earth. And, Earth changes are happening. And, California is going to slide into the Pacific Ocean. And it's been 25 or 30 years. Last time I checked, California is still there. So I don't take any of that shit very seriously. Did a lot of research for my book, The Choice. And most of these claims of catastrophic pole shifts in the distant past are not correct. They're just not. Kuwaiti dinar being sold on Banknote World today is over $7 US. Why would anybody pay over $7 for a note value at 233? That's interesting. Might mean something. Can't wait for your new book. Well, it's a third of it's already written, which is the JFK part. I've only got to add some new details that have come out since the new Trump documents came out. And the other stuff I've talked about in lectures and presentations. So, I mean, I have all the information in here. I just got to get it on the written page and then decide which publisher I want to go with. Gene Marie wants to know, is LifeWave going to be at the event? No, Michael Jaco was going to come, but he has a conflict with another event back east, so he couldn't make it. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't really have any LifeWave marketing materials, but at my table, I'll try to have a little bit of everything. Okay. What political announcements? I wish I knew. Do I see you getting into a med bed? Yeah, Q, the thing is, cue the music. Everybody's going to get into a med bed. When the med beds happen, everybody's going to get their turn. If you're critically gravely ill, you go to the front of the line. So am I going to get in a med bed? Yeah, if they exist, you are. There are other people that are going to tell you they don't really exist. But what they do tell you is that there's this treatment and this treatment and this treatment and this treatment coming out. And if you add them all up, it's a med bed treatment. So I suspect they're going to come out by some other name. They're not going to call it a med bed. It may not be one treatment, but it's going to be new technologies involving new AI healing technologies, which are going to add up to the same thing, which is that everybody's going to. Dr. Sarah was happy. She was happy that she got to see, or at least hear Jen's voice this weekend. So, is anybody in here psychic? Because Susan Gretz, who we love, there's a Mad Keeney calendar coming out. Yeah, me and Mark and Tony. For you girls are like Tyrone instead of Chad. We're all going to be in that calendar. Mad Keeney. I don't think Jen's a gal that likes surprises. I am not mean to Jen at all. Jen, in fact, is very mean to me. Just watch the videos. So, Montana. Yeah, she's driving through Montana. Mark said this morning that the rumors are crazy, but nothing he can find officially as of yet. We will know within hours. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Guys, I don't mean to be coy. I don't mean to be a dickbag, but I just have to keep my mouth shut on certain things because I don't want the attention and I don't want the people that are helping me understand get in any trouble. Scott. Yeah, we love you, Jen. Yeah, safe travels. Yeah, somebody should ask about if Jen is going to do well. If she's going to have a safe trip, because people are always asking her, am I going to have a safe trip? So, okay. Robert Mullen, Mike, I hope you include Jackie Gleason, who was a good friend of President Nixon. Nixon took him to see aliens. Gee, really? Robert, do you think that's going to be in there? Why did Watergate happen? CIA coup. Who gave the orders behind CIA? To get rid of Jackie Gleason or Richard Nixon after the Jackie Gleason incident. It's all connected to aliens. Look, I'm just going to tell you, everything that happens politically on this planet is one of two things. It's either aliens or money. That's the motivation for everything. Who am I looking forward most to chatting with at the alien event? I think Marina. It looks like Tom Reed is not going to make it, so I'm going to be doing an hour-long interview with her. She has a lot of important information to share with people, and I'm really looking forward to talking with that. And of course, I got other friends there. Jen's going to be there, obviously. Missy's going to be there. Jim and Regina are going to come by. Julia Kamen, I like a lot. It's going to be. I wish Laura Eisenhower was coming too, but Brad Olson is a good guy, and Julia and Apollo Asteria. I don't get to spend enough time with Apollo, so I want to have a panel with just all the girls on it. So that'll be fun. If the RV hits, I can make the Alien Summit. I hope so. If it hits early, depends on when you get in and out of the bank, right? The CBI is Iraq's posting methodology. So how long can they keep holding it back? This week. Hey, Joe Evans with a super chat. What's your opinion on the construction of the 3i Atlas object and its purpose here? Its purpose is to distract us from whatever else is going on. But what's fascinating about it is that it is not made up of conventional materials, nor is it made up of materials that we would expect it to be made up of for an interstellar object. That's why I think, and I've expressed this, and I'll probably express it again tonight, that it is a chunk of an exploded planet that has made a very long orbit back into the solar system. It is not an interstellar object. Its root source was a planet here in this solar system, one of two that exploded eons ago. So that's what I think we're really looking at here. So even that revelation, were it to come out, is probably more destabilizing and more devastating than telling people it's an alien spacecraft. That's the backup part. The unemployment rate, horrible unemployment rate went up again. Well, the unemployment rate, first of all, is nothing but a poll. They call people up and ask them if you're working. So it's a wild ass guess. Secondly, the reason the unemployment rate is going up is because they're deporting all the illegal aliens that have been stealing American jobs for the last 30 years. So the fact that the unemployment rate is going up is good. It's a good thing. Rumors of pretty high rates on Dong and Dinar from folks who've always been conservative on them in the past. Your thoughts? I don't think these currencies, I don't think the Dong, for instance, can support some of the rates that I'm hearing. Unless they have some secret source of money that we didn't know about. I expect the Dong rate to be enough to make you rich. But I'm just going to be conservative and say I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure they're going to be. Google said the Dong rates changed at 2 a.m. on the 6th. Well, I didn't hear that. Here we go again. I'd like to meet you at the Trump store in Sholo this month. Can you plan a date and time? Looking forward to meet you up here on the mountain. Well, we tried to get some stuff going in Sholo this last year, but I don't think we had enough time to market it. So, yeah. Okay. So, a fake appeals court with corrupt judges upholds a fake verdict by a judge who had no authority and who made a ruling with no evidence. And he committed neither of those things. So it'll go to the next court. But it's just time to start giving these judges the justice they deserve. I could self-publish. Not interested, really. I might, but I don't think I have to. I think I'll do quite well with a publisher with this one. Although there may be a little legal exposure with some of the things I'm going to say and some of the people. For instance, in the JFK stuff, I specifically name who the second shooter is on the grassy knoll. And the family could be mad at me about that, but oh well. It's clear that whatever's in the Epstein files would embarrass Donald Trump. He is already found guilty of felonies, fake felonies that were made up specifically to go after him, which is unconstitutional violation of his constitutional rights and a lie. And he doesn't need to be embarrassed anymore. Yeah. There's nothing in there that will embarrass him. And as Mike Johnson said, the Speaker of the House, Trump, in fact, was the FBI informant who turned Epstein in 2007. So that's why Trump has been pushing for people to demand the release, because the release of the files is going to exonerate him from doing anything illegal or unethical. Tony only charges $20 or $100 a month to get his emails. See what you get here for free? Tony's wrong about everything every time. We all are. We've all been. It's no big deal. There is a separate dinner thing. It's $80 for the banquet, and I think there's a DJ and a dance party afterwards. We had loads of fun doing that a couple years ago. Last year, Dave had some weird thing with some guy who did some sales pitch or something. I don't know. It's weird. But we are going to have another dance party. And if the dance party sucks, we're all going to pack up and go somewhere else because it's Las Vegas. So it'll be good. Mike, do you get headaches from the LifeWave patches? Never. That's interesting, Freddie. I've never heard that one. Which ones do you use? X39? Because you should be just using the... If you only use one, use the X39. If you use two, X39 and X49. So I'm surprised. Hi, Susan. Your name? Were your ears burning? Your name passed by earlier. Susan feels like... we had a discussion. I asked her about it. She feels very good about later in the week. Mid to late week. So, I'm not holding you to that, Susan. But, and look, another thing too, I remind you, Jen's on vacation this week. Get a hold of Susan. She's a wonderful person. She's a great psychic. She's helping me a lot in my personal life. She's wonderful. So, everybody support Susan. No show on Wednesday unless there's a reason to. Unless, well, look, Wednesday I'm going to be at the dentist. Okay, at this time of the morning I'm going to be a zombie because I'm going to be taking stuff to stop my gagging reflex. But I will be probably coming on later that evening if something big happens, which is a possibility. So, yeah, I would. If it hasn't happened already. Love me some Regina. Yeah. It's too bad you can't come, Susan. Well, maybe you can. Maybe this will all go down today, and I'll fly you out on my own dime. What's the difference between the X39 and the X49? Joe Evans can tell you more about that. They're the two basic ones. X39 is the basic coverall thing. It's going to help all of the infrared energy get reflected back across the widest spectrum. The X49 is like a booster. It's like a solid rocket booster strapped to the outside of the chemical rocket. X49 doesn't probably work as well by itself. The X39 will work by itself. The two of them together are a kick-ass team. That's why they're put together. They're sold in a performance bundle. So the main difference is just what they focus your energy on. It's like a turbo boost for the X39, but it's not necessary. Who is the voice of Hecklefish? As if I would know. I am not the voice of Hecklefish. However, I am urging, if you've watched the Y-Files, I'm urging AJ to bring back Space Panda, but with the voice of David Hunter Childers talking about big, giant metal granite balls found all over the planet, found on the beaches, found in the jungles, maybe even found by aliens from the sky. I'm going to try to talk AJ into that, but AJ is the voice of Hecklefish. Come on. You can even see it's the same teeth, same choppers. See? This is AJ's voice.
Would you kindly fetch my tinfoil head?
Yes, I will. I got your...
Fear the crab kit. Fear the crab kit.
Now, as I understand it, to let away a secret I'm not supposed to let away, it's AJ's voice, but he also takes helium in to give him that high-pitched voice. Have you heard about Solar Warden on their way home? Love the topics, wish I was going to the event. No, I actually helped Carl write the Solar Warden episode. So, Mike, what do you think about the guy who claims to be the real JFK Jr.? Nobody who's claiming to be JFK Jr. is JFK Jr. JFK Jr. has impersonated a very important man from Pennsylvania who I know and who is going to be in the book. It's going to be in the new book. If I was going to purchase currency, which one would I get? I would, well, for bang for the buck, I'd get the dong. But if I'd spread my money across dong, dinar, and Zim 100 trillion notes. That's what I would get. Venezuela currency, you know, again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I do not give financial advice. I don't give any financial advice, but I don't see how Bolivar is going to pay out at a high rate until much later down the road, several years down the road. Yes, you are an intuitive. What's the difference between a med bed and a celestial chamber? That's a good question for Sky Prince. My understanding is the celestial chamber will almost crystallize your body. It will make you essentially immortal. Are you sure you want to live forever? Unless you're destroyed in some sort of intergalactic cataclysm. I don't know. Yeah, Bearded Patriot was... They told us before he was gone, and then it turned out he wasn't, so... yeah, people at banks are supposed to be clueless. Never done an exchange. Is the value of the US dollar or is it the rate of the dinar? You're looking for a high rate on the dinar. Yeah, bringing my M&Ms. Ask Brad Olson if he went to Burning Man this year. I will. Maybe he ran into Mindy Robinson who was there. Are you worried about your own self being in danger since you bring so much knowledge about UFOs, aliens? No. I feel I have a lot of angelic protection. I get warned when things happen. I have a concealed carry weapons permit, and I'm always packing. So, you know. When did you say your intel said it will go? I didn't. I just said I expect everyone to be very happy by the Saturday of the alien event this week. So that's what I expect. Yeah, because I should be over my Seahawks depression by then. I don't know that that's true. And Majid is a goat fucker. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. The Trump show and Trump store in Sholo is awesome. Okay. Will I ever have a meet and greet in Sholo? Well, keep asking me that. The next time I get together with Doc Skinner and we do an event in Sholo, we will do that. Yeah, you could just go back to your normal rate and everybody would be very happy. Susan is the best. She is. Well, I stay in Las Vegas after the RV, yes, but I will have a summer place at someplace cooler. I think Redondo Beach. Jen did a reading once and said, you'll be the most happy if you go back and buy a place in Redondo Beach. When the dong exchange changes on Forex on the Wise app, do we just exchange for the US dollar and pray they have liquidity to that? Yeah, I would say, yeah. Keep in mind, the Wise app is only going to reflect the Forex rate. If there's a higher rate at a redemption center, you're not going to get that for what's on your Forex. Redemption centers are only taking paper currencies as financial instruments. So whatever you have on your Wise app is going to be a lot less. And nobody knows. You know, Majid, he's a GF. He's a go fucker. You know, don't believe him. Here's Joe talking about, because Joe is the guy who sold me on getting into these LifeWave patches. When I ran into him at the Quantum Summit with Mel Carmine in March. For me, the X39 stimulates the increased production of GHK copper peptides that further stimulate stem cell growth. Stem cells help in most types of health issues. X49 helped me ski 60 miles a day. This is funny because Joe's story is great. He said, you know, I took the X39 and the X49 religiously for 6 months. And the way they tell you, the way the LifeWave folks tell you, is you got to take these for a month for every decade you've been on the planet before you see results. So I'm coming up on my 6 months, so I should be seeing, I have seen results, but I should be seeing and feeling results. And I talked to Joe about that, and he said, yeah, it was like that. It was like nothing. I didn't feel like I felt anything. And then all of a sudden, one day, I went out and skied 60 miles in one day, and no soreness, no pain the next day. Feels fantastic. All the energy in the world. That Joe is the guy who told me, let's get on these things. And I do think they're quite amazing. Everybody that I know that's been on them has had amazing results. After listening to me and Bruce, I'm renaming you to Bruce too. Okay, well, you know what I'm doing? I'm blocking you. Bye. Yeah, just keep blocking people. When is the official announcement supposed? I don't know. If I knew that, I probably couldn't tell you even if I did know it. Brad did not go to Burning Man next year. How would you know that, Missy? Mullet when? When all my hair grows back. You'll get the mullet. Yes, confirming. No Wednesday show, Britt. Oh, thank you. I had a psychic once who told me she saw 11 angels guarding me. And I'm like, wow, 11? Interesting number. My grandma Hazel had joined that group. Freddie says, X39 only patches. I wear them every day, 12 hours, top of my spine between the shoulder blades. I'm 46 and in my 4th month of wearing them. They shouldn't be giving you a headache, Freddie. They shouldn't. You want me to put you in touch with Art Groves? Maybe, because there are alternate locations where you can place them. Maybe it's a location. My thoughts on 31 Atlas or 3i Atlas. Well, I think it's a chunk of an exploded planet. Yeah, that was just a test or a blurb. That wasn't a revaluation. Nick Fleming said the Bolivar will be the second highest currency behind the Zim. Nick died a year and a half ago. Maybe that was the case then. I don't think it's the case now. If I have 100,000 dinar and the contract rate is 4, would that be 400,000 US dollars? Yes, that's how it works, right? So, that's how it works. So you take whatever the rate is, multiply it times the amount you have, and that's supposed to be your payout. Now, a lot of people say you're not going to pay taxes on this. Other people say, yeah, you're going to pay taxes. So, yeah, it could be something else, Freddie, but I don't know. Mel Carmine is QFS XRP on Rumble. So, do I think Maduro will be removed eventually? I don't see how he cannot be, because the world needs to move on from guys like that. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Let me double check anything over on the Rumble side. Didn't get any Rumble rants to speak of. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I'll be back with Mel Carmine at 4. I'll be on Coast to Coast AM tonight. And then I will be doing the regular shows on Tuesday, the football show with Brian and Jim, and the Toxically Masculine Tuesday show tomorrow night. If there's any RV news, I will let you know. Join me over on the Telegram channel, Mike Bara Chat. I will see you then. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.